Hi, today I bring to you guys the... Kaya, please, why are you
Kaya,
moving?
please just fucking go.
Anyways, today I bring to you guys the best shocking build on DeepWoken. I managed to get the talents Fulgurite Formation, Temperature Shock, and Scorch Peak, which will all be used to proc the talent Grounding Bolt. If it lands, it will apply a knockdown and create an opportunity for dealing high damage. I will be explaining the whole idea of the build in this video. Before we start though, I want to thank you guys for the support in my latest videos. I really appreciate it. By the way, I don't gatekeep my builds behind the Discord server, and I never will, so please drop a sub. Now, let's explain things out. I want crystallization and search path for the talent Fulgurite Formation, meaning if your crystals ever explode, lightning strikes. And when that happens, the Grounding Bolt talent will proc, knocking down your opponent. Now to make the crystals explode, you either have to reach 5 stacks of crystals, or you can proc the talent Temperature Shock, which will detonate any remaining crystals once you land a Flame Charm mantra on them. Combined also with Scorch Peak, making every guard break with your Fire Blade proc all the talents. Yes, all the talents. It detonates your crystals, overload the search stacks, and also procs Grounding Bolts. For the weapon, I picked Plixti's Inferno, just cause I haven't tried it since it was released, but it turned out to be good for the build. You'll see later on. You probably already guessed it by now, this build does an immense amount of damage. One of its problems though is that it's super squishy, having only 500 health with the best gear possible, with no exoskeleton or to the finished talents. That's why we make up for it with the Authority Interrogator talents. Another problem though with the build is that you have only 2 Frost Drown mantras to proc your crystals. If they get parried or dodged, you're forced to play normally. I will leave you guys now with some Chime Matches to showcase the build. If you just want the build talents, skip to that part using YouTube's timestamps. I also explain some synergies later on, you can skip to that too. For some combos and synergies I play around, I always like to start the fight with Emotion Wave. Since you'll be in iframes in the first seconds of a Chime match, then I will use my running crits. Sometimes it can catch your opponent off guard. My best combo that I will try to land in every match will be back hitting with Grand Javelin. If it ragdolls, it's a guarantee Rising Frost. After that, I use my Burning Servants, which will proc the Grounding Bolt talent, and then I use my crit. This combo will deal almost 2 bars to the average player on Chime. I think Flame Charm users don't know about Burning Servants is that it doesn't proc hit stun. So if your opponent is damaged by it, he can still swing freely. So when you use your Burning Servants, try and parry their attacks, so your Grounding Bolt won't get cancelled. Another trick I like to use is fainting Rising Flame then using the standing crit. They kinda have similar animation, so people who don't know about it will dodge late, which will give you some extra damage. Another tip is that your Ice Dagger's mantra will detonate any crystals if landed, since you have the Frozen Pin Caution talent, so keep that in mind. To resume, when you see a crystal hanging in your opponent's body, your neuron got to activate. Do everything you can to detonate it with your Flame Charm mantras. The Grounding Bolt talent has a 10-second cooldown. Before detonating, always check if it's on cooldown, so you don't waste your crystal stacks. The build takes some time to get the hang of. It is super fun to play with. It can be comp in the right hands. This is it for this video. Make sure to sub. Since we reached 500 subs so fast, our next goal will be 1k subs before next year. I'll try and post more often for you guys. Anyways, see you in the next one.